President Tinubu calls for unity among Nigerians. Asia community performs last ofala for their late traditional ruler Igwe Ojuro. Northern elders criticize FG's tax reform bills. Millions of Americans brace for severe storm. From the desk of Anambra Broadcasting Service, OCA, this is the news bulletin for 7:30 p.m. I am Ogeneru Mergogome. And now the news in details. Nigerian President Mr. Bola Tinubu has called for Nigerians to join hands and make the country great again. The president made the call during an interactive session with Southeast governors and leaders of thought in the zone when he visited Enugu State for the commissioning of some projects executed by the governor of the state, Dr. Anambra. Emmanuel Okonkwo filed the report taken from here.
President Tinubu encouraged Nigerians to be proud of the country at all times, ensure nepotism and tribalism, and combine efforts to make the nation better and conducive for all. He said that some of the challenges being faced by Nigerians currently are problems inherited by his government from the past administration, promising that his government is committed towards addressing them.
I asked for the job. I know what it takes. I believe in myself. And I believe I can gather a very good team and build a nation. It's our country. We have to work really hard for it to build a nation that we can be proud of. Change the narrative. I'm very proud of Nigeria. You all should be.
Speaking of the president's visit, the Anambra State Governor, Professor Chukwuma Soludo, represented by his deputy, Dr. Onyekachukwu Ibezim, commended the president on the visit, saying that his call for unity amongst Nigerians is the way to go.
The entire Igwe in Council in the Nzena, also Asia General Assembly and Ojuro family of Umudansu Village, Asia Iyala local government area, have performed the last ofala outing of their traditional ruler, Igwe Pius Chikwado Ojuro. The Holy Mass heralding the event took place at the traditional ruler's palace with people from all walks of life, including the clerics, the religious, and the auxiliary Catholic Bishop of Mina Diocese, Most Reverend Luca Gopep, coming to pay their last respects to the traditional ruler. Queen Annie Borgo was there for ABS.
In his homily, an indigenous priest, Reverend Father Chijoke Azuawose, emphasized that the 39 years of peaceful reign of Igwe Ojuro brought development to this town, describing the last ofala as a celebration and thanksgiving for the life of the monarch.
The celebration that we have today is in thanksgiving to God for the life of our late king, Igwe PMC Ojuro, celebrating the peace that he brought to our town, Asia.
The first son of the deceased, an Obi of Umudansu, Dr. Ifani Ojuro, noted that his father was a great man, full of intelligence, yet humble and contented with what he had, even as he appreciated all that graced the occasion.
He was able to rule us for about 39 years. And throughout that period, you could see his ability, his intelligence. He was a very honest man, very sincere man, and cared for the people.
One of the daughters, who is also the executive chairman of the Post-Primary School Service Commission, PPSSC, OCA, Professor Nkechi Ikedugu, said that what she treasures most about her father was his peaceful nature and love for education.
My father was a peacemaker. When I was growing up, he would always say, Nkechi, I want you to be a good teacher. To be a good teacher. And I'm happy he was alive to see me as a person.
Queen Annie Borgo, reporting for ABS News.
About 200 elderly citizens from 80 years and above in Okuzu, Oyi Council area have benefited from special medical outreach program organized by the Okuzu Traditional Council as part of activities to mark Ugo Kenye 2024 ceremony for the elderly. Correspondent Joseph Egbocha reports that some of the beneficiaries of the program held at Comprehensive Medical Center Okuzu, including an indigenous medical practitioner, Mr. Emmanuel Akabike, Chief Vincent Mofunaya, and 101-year-old eldest woman in Okuzu, Mrs. Opama Undu, described the day as remarkable in the lives of the elderly in Okuzu and thanked the organizers for the gesture.
Some of the beneficiaries of the program held at Comprehensive Medical Center Okuzun, including an indigenous medical practitioner, Mr. Emmanuel Akabike, Chief Vincent Mofnanya, and the 117-year-old and eldest woman in Okuzun, Mrs. Opama Ndo, described the day as remarkable in the lives of the elderly in Okuzun and thanked the organizers for the gesture. The traditional ruler of the community, Igwe Anikweze, noted that appreciating and caring for elders attracts blessings and prosperity. Raising his cabinet through support of like-minded people is providing opportunities for Okuzu sons and daughters to pluck the low-hanging fruit.
We must think of the elderly and get them integrated in the healthcare. All these elderly people are all registered in the Comprehensive Medical Center here for free medical services.
It is an event we use to celebrate octogenarians and above. Octogenarian is somebody who has reached 80 years of age. We need to appreciate them, we need to celebrate them. We need their children to come out and celebrate them when they are alive, and we participate in that celebration.
From Okuzu in Oyo local government area, Joseph Ebocha reporting for ABS News.
Ibuku community in Agwata Council area of Anambra State, renowned for its historical and cultural significance in Igbo land, is taking a major step towards reaffirming its status as a cradle of Igbo civilization with the public presentation and launch of the book Ibuku, the Igbo Cradle. The event, which was held at Amachelu Town Hall, Ibuku, brought together historians and the creme de la creme of Ibuku community. Blessing Dennis was there for ABS.
The book, authored by Dr. Akoelisa Obikwelu, explores Enugu's prominence in Igbo history, particularly the archaeological discoveries dating back to 9th century, the ancient Ibuku bronze, intricate pottery, and other relics, globally acclaimed as evidence of highly advanced civilization. In his welcome address, the chairman of Ibuku History Project, Chief Eric Nwobi, as a groundbreaking masterpiece that shed new light on the origins of Igbo people, emphasizing that the book is both testament to the rich heritage of Ndibo and a tribute to the resilience and ingenuity of their ancestors.
Ibuku, the cradle of the Igbos. Civilization in Igbo will be the Basaba.
Is Ibuku now less important than Teri, for example, or Oka, or Arochukwu, and so on? So one of the things they need to do is to come up with evidence that will contradict what the implications of not talking about Ibuku.
The President General of Ibuku Development Union, Barrister Michael Oba, and Chief Ezechikwado Ikechukwu, an associate professor, emphasized that a deep understanding of history empowers Igbo to build a future rooted in strength and pride, noting that Ibuku's heritage serves as an enduring source of inspiration for all Igbo people and beyond.
This one is coming from Igbo. Ibuku was originally called Igbo from ages past.
Blessing Dennis, ABS News.
Report says Northern Elders Forum has reiterated its opposition to the federal government's proposed tax reform bills, demanding their immediate suspension and calling for extensive dialogue with stakeholders. The forum criticized the federal government for failing to engage critical stakeholders and experts before drafting the reforms. In a press statement released on Saturday and signed by its management board chairman Al Aminu Dagash, the forum outlined the potential adverse effects of the reforms on northern Nigeria and the country as a whole. He stated that it is necessary to emphasize the Nigerians in general and the Northerners in particular are not opposed to good and meaningful reforms initiated by authorities at the federal, state or local government levels. And on the foreign scene, tens of millions of Americans are bracing for a huge winter storm that could bring the heaviest snowfall and coldest temperatures in over a decade. The United States National Weather Service said the storm, which started in the middle of the U.S., will move east in the next couple of days, and with 30 states on the weather alert. A state of emergency has been declared in Kentucky, Virginia, Arkansas and Missouri, and parts of the U.S. unaccustomed to severe cold, including Mississippi and Florida, who have been warned to expect treacherous conditions. Forecasters say the extreme weather is being caused by the polar vortex, an area of cold air which circulates around the Arctic. And in sports, 26-year-old striker Victor Osimhen has opened the scoring in Galatasaray 2-1 victory over Gustav at Rams Park with a well-taken penalty in the 10th minute, sending goalkeeper Matheus Lees the wrong way. RNT, the goal marked Osimhen's 10th league strike for the Turkish side since his mid-2024 transfer. With the victory, Galatasaray solidified their position at the top of the Turkish league, sitting 11 points clear of second place Fenerbahce. Remember that you can follow news and programs on ABS from many parts of the world by liking our Facebook page. Follow us on Facebook at Anambra Broadcasting Service. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at ABS Television and on X at ABS Radio TV. You can also follow us on Instagram at ABS Radio TV, and you can also log on to our website at www.absradiotv.com. And now the main point. President Tinubu has called for unity among Nigerians. Asia community has performed last ofala for their late traditional ruler, Igwe Ochuro. Northern elders have criticized FG's tax reform bills. And in the foreign scene, millions of Americans have braced for severe storm. And that's the end of the news on ABS Television. I am Ogenere Mogogome. Thanks for watching.